Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler V, Series V's I've been doing for a little while now. I'll go over there, try food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that, time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. This is like the first review I've done in probably the last 2 weeks where my back doesn't hurt. Hooray! But anyway, folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. That is not the case to this particular item. I bought this a few weeks ago, actually. And I just been kind of, waiting for a good time to go over there and review it. What better place than here? What better time than now? So, what is it? What am I reviewing for you folks? Well, it's from Bones Coffee Co. Yes, it is their electric unicorn cold brew latte. Apparently it's supposed to taste like fruity cereal. It is naturally and artificially flavored. Yes. Okay. Fruity cereal flavored, cold brew, premium coffee, all that good stuff. It's got 255 milligrams of caffeine. That's a good amount of caffeine. And yeah, so okay, sure, why not? Shake gently and serve chilled over ice. Well, I don't have any ice, but we're just going to roll with it. But first of all, let's get a thing for the thing. It looks like that. Ha 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 ha! Yeah, so like this is this weird little boutique coffee thing that I think I got at Walmart, I want to say. I had another one too, it was a s'mores one. But I ended up drinking that because I was thirsty and I just decided to drink it. I'm allowed to. Not everything has to be a review. But this one I was like, no, I'm definitely going to fucking wait for this one to review. So, let's give it a go. I already shook it up a little bit earlier. Up. Yeah, it's definitely got a weird fruity smell. Oh, alright. Okay. I'm kind of going with it. I was expecting it to taste more like Fruity Pebbles, but I'm not personally getting a Fruity Pebbles kind of thing. I don't know, maybe they're going for more of a Fruit Loops kind of vibe. The initial flavor is pretty nice. It's very kind of creamy, very smooth. It almost reminds me a little bit. You can get these, like there are these Mexican drinks where it's like it's hard to describe. They're like fruit flavored, but they're like in this like cream kind of thing, and there's like little chunky bits in them. I haven't bought one in a really long time, so I can't think of the name of them. But that's kind of what the flavor and texture at the beginning. It's like kind of a fruity flavored cream sort of deal. And it's nice. And then, yeah, kind of at the end, that's where the fruitiness kind of drops off a little bit. You get more of just the straight coffee flavor. You get a little bit, it's kind of nice. It's a little bit, you folks watch the channel, I like contrasting flavors. So you get kind of a nice, smooth, kind of semi-sweet, fruity kind of flavor. And then at the end, you just get a little bit of that darker coffee flavor. It's got a little bit of a coffee bitterness. Not bitter, but, just a little bit, kind of to tail off at the end. It's nice, actually. I actually think I like that a lot. The initial hit was a little bit weird, but then a lot of times when you try out a drink, like that initial hit always seems to have the weirdest flavor. It's always like the most impactful. But with this, yeah, once that kind of died down, because I was initially like, I really didn't know what to think of it, but subsequently, like, the more I'm drinking it, the more I'm enjoying it. The more I think the flavors are kind of blending, and I know what I'm in for. Yeah, honestly, that hits for me really hard. It's, yeah, it's just, like I said, it's nice, it's smoothie, or it's nice, it's smooth, it's fruity. The fruit flavor isn't like overpowering or anything like that. It's very well blended in with like the more sort of creamy kind of um, latte kind of flavor of it. The the coffee flavor, like I said, that kind of kicks in more at the end. This is one of those things where it's like I really like it, probably because I'm not a huge coffee person. I'm more a coffee adjacent person, so I like coffee that has like so much crap in it it barely tastes like coffee. That's kind of what this is. I don't know if I would go quite as far as to call it a dessert drink because like it's kind of semi-sweet. It's not like punchy. How much sugar does it have? 28 grams plus 16 added grams. So it does actually have a good amount of sugar in it, which I'm kind of surprised by because, like I said, it's not crazy sweet or anything. But the thing is, though, I don't know that this is something. It's better to be appreciated for what it is than as a real coffee beverage. They put so much stuff in this that, like, the coffee aspect of it, like I said, you're really just getting a tail end sort of taste of it, and the rest of it is that, you know. But yeah, I like it. It's weird, but I definitely dig it. Again, the fruity cereal aspect, like, I guess maybe if you're sort of going along the lines of, like, maybe the milk, you know, like maybe after you've had, like, some Fruity Pebbles or Fruit Loops, maybe that sort of, like, leftover flavor that's in the milk, maybe that's kind of what they're going for. Because honestly, the fruit aspect of it, if I had to go over there and like define it as being sort of a specific fruit, kind of tastes like artificial banana a little bit. But two questions have to be asked: would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Um, Personally, I'm gonna go with yes and kinda. I think for me, like I said, I think it hits really nicely. I like the things that it's doing. I like the fact that the coffee flavor is really just sort of an accent at the end. But the latte flavor is still kind of there. And again, it's a very smooth, very creamy drink. It's got a lot of caffeine in it though. Which is kind of, it puts it in a weird spot because this is the type of drink that I honestly would probably like to just drink because I like the flavor versus having a high caffeine content. Usually if I'm drinking something with a high caffeine content, it's more business oriented, if that makes any sense. Like, if it tastes nice, that's fine, but I almost don't need it to. I just kind of need to get the caffeine in me for whatever reason. But I think, like, all things considered, I really like it. I think it's tasty and, it's interesting too. It's got a lot of personality. If I'm recommending it to people, though, kinda. If nothing else, I would say try it. Because I think if you run into it, give it a go. But I will say, if you're like a serious coffee drinker, first of all, I don't think you're going to look at this and think, that's what I need to be part of anyway. But if you are more like stringent, you like your more traditional style coffee, I don't think you're going to dig this very much. But if it is exactly what it says it is, it's fucking electric unicorn cold brew latte. If you look at this and think, that's for me, it's probably for you. If you look at that and think that is the most jackassy thing I've ever seen in my life, probably not for you. I think it's pretty much perfectly advertising what it is. And for me, I'm down with it. So, but anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly electric unicorn-tastic rest of your life. By the way, folks, I once did a unicorn special episode. Go look up that review. I did a whole bunch of things where I reviewed unicorn-related shit. I even wore a stupid hat and everything. I think that was my very first special episode. It might have been for my 1-year anniversary. Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But What you do if you can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating, just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important that we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, here's what I'd like you to do if you've stuck around to the end. Thank you, by the way. Go watch that unicorn episode. Let me know what you think about it. That was me very early on doing my reviews and stuff like that. And I've done like a couple other reviews sort of in a similar vein where I was more just kind of wacky with it. I don't really do those because I don't know. It's a lot of prep time and then I don't know. And on top of that, they don't really seem to garner much interest anyway, outside of sort of just anomalies. But yeah, I'd be interested to see what you have to say about that classic sampler platter episode. Who knows? Maybe if I go over there, get fuck it, we'll say 2,000 subscribers. Maybe I'll do another unicorn episode if I even remember. Anyway, bye.